This is the level that defines me as a maker. BABAisMARIOisYOU. And this is a puzzle level. So if we're thinking back about BABAisYOU is a puzzle game about changing the rules. The way that BABAisYOU feels is very often going from complete frustration and saying this level is impossible to having this mega brain moment where you just, oh my god, you can do that? That's possible? And then you beat the level in the most insane way. And I wanted to recreate that in Mario Maker. You'll see later what I'm talking about. Reach the goal after grabbing all 10 coins. This is the whole level. And I might have to hide my face, actually, for this to make sense. And we know that we need 10 coins to be able to touch the flag here. We can only see 5 coins, though. And they all seem to be out of reach immediately, don't they? And we need to remember that this level was made when Mario Maker 2 was fairly new still. People were not as good at the game as they were later. I certainly was not. So already here, I think we have that BABAisYOU moment of, what the heck? How is this in any way possible? And the first revelation is that you can go into the pipe. And then you show up here. Same level, almost identically, recreated, but upside down. And you can go back, of course. Now that we're on this side, we're upside down, we can actually do some stuff. First of all, we noticed that the on-off switches changed, so we can go through here. But we're upside down, right? So we can get this coin, but we're falling off the level. And there are no checkpoints here, which of course frustrated a lot of people. Now let's see, where do I start? I can go here, like I can't reach it. The thing I can do now that I'm upside down, of course, is I can jump on the on-off blocks to flip the switches. And that sort of stops me from doing anything on this side. But if we go back, then we notice that the switches are different here too. So this allows us to easily get our first coin. Hooray! We have a coin. Now we can also see this coin down here. But how do we get that one without dying? Well, one way to get coins in this game is to kick shells at them. And we do have a shell here. What happens if we kick it now that the door is open to the right? Oh, it didn't go down, but it actually cleared the path here. So we have 2 coins. And the Koopa with the shell will respawn every time we go through the pipe. One of the major Mega Brain moment for a lot of people who weren't super into the game yet, or like casual players, was the coin up to the left here. And I'm gonna do that right now. Because, of course, we can go over. And that's not something that's communicated in any way, and you just have to either know it or try it and notice that it's possible. That's just Mario Maker. So let's take that coin and get out of here. Back to the upside down world. Alright. Actually, there's one pretty simple here. You can just get that one. Let's get the bottom one. I think that's pretty simple too, if we can just stop the shell like this. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Coin got, 5 out of 10. Now on this side we only have this one left. And to get this one, we need to be able to switch the switch in this side, and of course the way to do that is to kick the shell all the way to the right, where there are more on-off blocks. So we just have to chip away at the bricks first. And this is where you can get soft locked. You have to make it into the coin and then back out again pretty quickly. So let's just look at this once, what will happen now that we send the shell. Switch, switch, gone. Because when it hits the switch, the red ones appear and it doesn't fall down. So it goes back to the right side, switches again, and then falls down. So what we have to do is be quick. In and out, and then survive. No! Alright, at least it worked. But this is also a big part of playing this level. Even if you figure out the puzzles, it's sometimes difficult to execute, and you're going to take hits. And then you have to take all the coins again. So sort of the intended way to play is to figure out a coin and then not get it again immediately, but rather, save the easiest ones for last. Oh, I forgot, I have to chip away. And also this part about needing to go multiple times back and forth to keep chipping away at the bricks made for a really interesting speedrun strat for this level. Like, it actually takes quite a lot of planning to get the world record. I forgot again. And I tried my best to get a really good clear time when I uploaded the level, because, you know, making the level and testing it and then clear checking it, you eventually become pretty damn good at it. So obviously the coin in the house here, that's when you get it in a speedrun. You don't get it individually, because that's a waste of time. Let's do this one, because this is a fun one. This can get really chaotic. When you have the Koopa here, the Koopa can actually go into those. And then it goes back and forth once, but then the second time it will go through. And this is an important tool in this level. You need to figure this out. So... shoot. So using that, we can get the top right coin. First you need to drop it down like this, then you need to set it... There we go. Because those red blocks on the right side, if they are not gone, then the shell will not get the coin. You need to deactivate the red blocks when the shell is on it to actually get that coin. And this is also the strat for getting the top left coin in the upside down. I don't actually remember exactly the strat, but we need to fall down here when red is active and then jump so we can land here on the blues again. I think we're gonna reset. I think what we want is to have the shell, yes, up here. And then we kick it from here. Wait, how many resets are we gonna get? No, that's not enough. We want this. No, because then it's gonna fall over on that side. Okay, we need this. Oh yeah, because we're gonna get the second on-off switch when the shell goes out to the right. Now I remember. Actually, we only need one. Now that I think about it, this is a slightly simpler solution. Because you really just need that. Very nice. Let's clean this up. And see. So this side is complete. And we have these 3 left. And the one here, the trapped one, I think that's when you need multiple. Because it's similar to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to start like this. And then I'm going to kick it from here, jump up here, wait for the switch. Yeah, we're gonna get 2 switches. Okay. I remember this one. I think. Don't get caught, go back, and go in, and there we go. 2 more to go. 1 is trivial. And then the 10th coin, the bottom right, in the upside down. That's the craziest one in this level. So in pretty much every playthrough that I watched on Twitch, eventually it turned into starting over, trying to get that one. And then once you have that one, try to get all the other coins without dying. And I really need to think what the strat was here again. Because we need to combine the knowledge of going above the level. We can jump up here with the shell and go, well, below the level, really. Because you see down here on the right, there's a solid floor in the castle. But in the upside down, there isn't. And that's kind of a little... It's an on-off block under the coin. That's a little bit of a... I don't know the English word for it. Slamkrypare. Like, it's a little bit of a... trying to hide information from the player there. But yeah, I can't... Oops. Yeah, it's a troll, really. You have to notice that. You have to see it. It's like the entire gimmick of the level is that it's identical upside down, but that part isn't. And I feel like that's a little bit of a less than perfect design choice. But I really didn't find any other way to do it. And also I think that the solution becomes really cool for it. So we can go up here, right? Bouncing on that coin, I mean the shell, allows us to come here. But then we need to be able to drop down again through the red, and then get the coin, and then back up, and then down here again, without getting stuck. So how do we do that? Honestly, at this precise moment, I don't remember. I need to think about this. Because I think we need the shell to get the big bounce. But we also need the shell to start moving. Oh no, I do remember. I do remember now. We need to jump up and land on the blues. I think we need to drop the Koopa. Open the blue. Oh yeah, we need to like stop the shell here. Kick the shell to the left. And run and jump before it hits the switch. Can we do that? That was difficult, but almost. And I would say that the execution difficulty of this coin is 3 levels above all the other coins. There we go, and run. I'm gonna get stuck. I would have gotten stuck there. A lot of people got 9 coins and then gave up. Understandably. And most people don't enjoy playing levels that are both puzzly and difficult to execute, which is also totally understandable. No, drop! Don't get stuck! Don't get stuck! There it is. There it is. Okay, so now we have gotten all 10 coins individually. Let's see if we can string together a good run. Or at least a decent run. I'm not gonna try to like get a perfect run. We just It would be nice to clear the level. Okay, let's do that one. Oops. No. Ah, okay. Did not mean to go down there, but we gotta do that a couple of times, so it's okay. Okay, let's take the top right. And now we're going to the fast bottom right here. No, not yet. Sorry. One more. Okay, next time. If you kick the shell hard, you can destroy a few more pieces of the castle, which makes it less dangerous. Okay. Patience is key here. Let's wait for the Koopa to walk all the way over there and then return. Hello? Get the coin, go back, and go back. Alright, now we have all the coins here. And this is the sweatiest moment in the level. When you're gonna get this one and then hide without dying. Of course. So I don't even know. Did I get the coin? Did I do the clear condition, or did I mess it up? Barbarous King played this level on stream really early on. So when I sent this level to other streamers to play, a lot of the time people in chat said, "Oh, I remember watching Barb play this." Barb beat it and gave it a heart, so I'm very thankful for that. I should really start with the most difficult one, but let's go ahead and get the difficult one. This is the run. I can feel it. When I told people that I had a really hard time clear checking my own puzzle level, they were very confused. And understandably, it's not a common thing. So really the speed strat is the order of the coin and then the execution, but like figuring out in what order to pick the coins is the big thing. And what I'm doing right now is really inefficient. Actually, let's show the quick kick, because it makes it safer. Full speed, kick. See? Now we have more jumping space down there. Way safer. And that's a maybe not super known mechanic in this game, that your run speed when you kick the shell it makes the shell go differently fast. And I forgot that I need to actually get those coins. And I have made levels where I completely abuse that tech. People don't like it, but it exists. Okay. 10 coins. Don't fall down the pit. Nice. Okay, let's ping. Okie dokie. That's BABAisMARIOisYOU. And I'm back. Perhaps my proudest creation in this game. And I did make 2 sequels to it. This first one is in SMB1 style, and the sequel is in SMB3. And then to finish up the trilogy, we have the Super Mario World one, and they get like exponentially more difficult each one. This first one, it's compared to the others, it's very easy. But enough about that for now. Let's move on to the next one, Cloud Kart Racing.